Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Chaotic Entertainment. I'm your host, Dan, and today I'd like to discuss why I make videos. For a bit of background for the new viewers of this channel, Chaotic Entertainment is in fact not my first channel. My first channel was a Let's Play channel called Imperial Drone. The content I did was mostly gaming, sometimes with my friends, sometimes by myself. The main inspirations for this type of content were two amazing people, the late Total Biscuit and Markiplier. Mark's channel is enormous, and I'd be amazed if anyone watching this didn't know who he was, but Total Biscuit at this point is a bit of a different story. For those who don't know, John Bain, the man's actual name, was a YouTuber whose content focused on doing reviews, and content focused on news in the gaming industry. He was a harsh but fair critic, who always had the consumer in mind when he did his reviews. It didn't matter the size of the game, he'd review it all the same. His content was my first exposure to the format of Let's Play when I first saw his WTF is Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine video. I absolutely loved the content and immediately subscribed to his channel, eager to binge whatever videos he had made. I knew he was something absolutely special, but what I didn't know was what type of seed had been planted when I watched that video. Fast forward a few years and I began to watch a lot of non-review Let's Plays from Markiplier, Yamimash, and even Pewds back in the day when that was his sort of thing. The Let's Play format was always really interesting to me, but it wasn't the sort of content I wanted to do the most. I always wanted to be a reviewer, but to put it bluntly, I felt I just didn't have the brains or the talent for it. I could play video games and crack a few jokes, but being objectively critical while also being entertaining? No, God no. I'll be honest, I'm astonished that I can manage to write a script that's halfway decent on the best of days. This isn't to say that Let's Play videos don't require talent, they do. They absolutely do. The amount of improv and comedic timing you need to make that format work is not lost on me, trust me. For 6 years, I tried and failed to succeed with that kind of content. I never got much success, but I learned a lot from the experience. My first video was published February 12th, 2013. I was barely 18 years old when I uploaded my Let's Play of the Slender the Arrival beta. It was rough, like recorded in 16:10 resolution and edited with Windows Movie Maker rough. I was a broke college student and I just didn't have the funds for anything better. But it was my first creation and I was really proud of it. I've always been a creative kind of guy. I've always loved making things and chasing the satisfaction of finishing a big project. I toyed with the idea of taking YouTube full-time when I started making ad revenue on the old channel, an idea that I really should have taken more seriously at the time. Because of my living situation, however, that just wasn't an option for me. I lived in rural Maine with a 98 kilobyte download speed. Uploading a video was a 5-hour process on a good day. Not only that, but I lived with my parents. My older sister lived with us along with her 3 loud children, which made recording during the day just impossible. There's a reason why in most of my old videos I looked tired or worn out, and that's because I would often work an 8-hour closing shift, then come home, do my college work, then record a video at midnight or 1 a.m. But that's what I had to do. If I wanted to make content, my only choice was to basically say no to sleep and say yes to videos. What's funny is I often look back on this time in my career with a bit of nostalgia. Making ad revenue, meeting people, crapping out a video with only 30 minutes of work, even with all the bullcrap, it felt like a simpler time. As time went on, however, things kind of began to fall apart. It started small. As the years went by, the people I would often record with left my life one by one. And sometimes it was a mutual split, other times it was because of some fight or conflict. I also began to realize how much I hated the content I was making. That one took me a while. As time passed, I found myself watching less and less of my own content, and that made me think. If I couldn't stand my own videos, then how could I possibly expect someone else to take 12 minutes out of their day to watch me? This all came to a head when I made my Hello Neighbor review. I played that buggy, broken mess from start to finish in a single day. Then wrote a script, edited the video, then uploaded it the following day. It was the hardest I had ever worked on a project at that point. I had never done that much editing or put that much work into something in my life. It was grueling, difficult, and it involved a lot of genuine effort, and I fucking loved it. I loved every minute of it. From that point on, every time I'd make a Let's Play-esque video, I'd publish it and just feel like some part of me was just being neglected. It wasn't until 2019 that I decided to make a change. My channel was dying. I had videos with hundreds of thousands of views, and I hated the content they came from. It's a weird feeling to accomplish something and think, wow, I really didn't earn this. But that's how I felt. When I uploaded a video, I'd move on and try my best not to think about it outside of sharing it on social media. All of it came to a bit of a head when I spent the better part of an hour editing a video and found myself just rolling my eyes and being bored the entire time. I could even hear it in my voice. I wasn't having fun. That's when it happened. That's when I pulled the plug on Imperial Drone and said my farewells. On June 1st, 2019, I said goodbye to my old channel and moved on to my new one. My channel's major focus, as stated before, is reviews and covering news in the gaming industry. I make this content not just because it's a medium that I think I'm quite good at, but because I think that my videos can help people. I've been broke and had to make hard choices with my money. Believe me, the stories I could tell you about financial struggles could fill an entire podcast. Buying video games used to be a rare treat for myself, and if I bought a game only to realize that I hated it, that was 40 to 60 bucks I had to just say goodbye to. I'm a firm believer that you can't really get a good feel for a game in the first hour or so of playing it. Not really, you know? I know a lot of others feel the same way, too. It can be frustrating to only have a small amount of spending money and waste it on a game that you hate because you can't refund it because you played it too long. That's why I'm here. The videos I make aren't just meant to be entertaining, although that is a major aspect of it. I want to inform people, and I want to help them make the best decisions they can with their dollar. I want to turn people towards hidden gems and help them discover them. I want to warn people of cash grabs and games that are designed to steal your wallet. I want to make a difference, even if it's just a tiny one. That's why I make videos. That's why I love making the kind of content that I make. That's why I do what I do, even if I'm just a tiny channel with a small following. But you can help with that. If you like what I'm doing here, if you believe in helping consumers make better choices, all you have to do is share the videos from this channel with your friends. If my hours of editing is enough to help one person make a good purchase or avoid making a bad one, then it's all worth it. Also, I haven't said this in a while, but to the people who have come back to my channel since I've returned, hey there, sorry about the wait. It's good to be home. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.